Hello. Is this thing on? Hey there. How you guys doing? This is your favorite hood healer, your favorite mad scientist, chemist, or alchemist. I'm here today in my lab coat. This is real. This is mine. I use this in the laboratory. I am a real scientist, just in case you thought this was a front or a play. I'm real. So today, glad to have you back and welcome to chemistry class. So today we're going to be extending or continuing the conversation we had last week about sugar. So we're going to move on to artificial sweeteners or sweeteners. You want to know what I'm looking at? Or my eyes are going crazy. This is my little anatomy man that I just love him. And yeah, because I'm a nerd, I'm a geek. So anyways, let's have some fun and let's dive into today's topic of conversation, which are sweeteners. And a little bit of housekeeping. So before we go forward, just want to recognize again that we are in the month of February. February is Black History Month. Power to the mother freaking people and the ancestors. Make sure I want to recognize that. Make sure that you do too as well, regardless of whatever ethnicity you are. Learn something about Black people this month and forever, okay? Anyways, but moving on. So also, if you go on healthneurotics.com/shop, that's healthneurotics, neurotics.com/shop, my website. Also for February, which is also Heart Health or Wellness Month or Heart Disease Awareness Month, I have pre-orders where you have the ability to order the Heart Health tea, which is dry tea bags. That's good for congestive heart failure. Also good for high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and deals with arrhythmias as well. So if you know someone who's dealing with that, or you yourself have some issues that you want to naturally attack, go ahead and go to healthneurotics.com/shop and pre-order the Brave Hearts tea, which is our heart health tea, because we would love to help you out. So now that housekeeping is taken care of, let's get to the topic of conversation. Anywho, so today we are going to talk about sweeteners. And because Valentine's Day is around the corner, as I love to call Lover's Day, do not get your lover, your partner, your significant other, your spouse, your boo thing, your side chick, your main chick, anything, if you can help it, if you got the willpower, that contains sugar, sucrose, what we talked about last week, or sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners. When I talk about sweeteners, I'm talking about artificial ones. If you're going to get her that box of chocolates, if you're going to get him that box of chocolates, or whoever you're getting something for, unless you're looking to take them out on a homicidal mission, I'm going to recommend that you don't get them any of that junk or that crap. But to each his own. I ain't here to judge you, baby. Just here to give you recommendations. So let's break down some of the artificial sweeteners that you know of, you've heard of, you may see on the back of food labels if you're reading food labels, which I hope everyone in here is reading food labels, which I think that I'm going to have to do a chemistry class on food labels. So let's get into them. We have equal. Hope you guys can see this. I don't got my big whiteboard today. It's a non-judgment zone, okay? We have equal, which is also known as NutraSweet, which chemically is called aspartame. Aspartame, I know you guys have seen this, or you've either seen equal or NutraSweet. I know you've seen those little packages they have at the restaurant where you're like, I don't eat, I'm the person that doesn't eat sugar. Do you have something else? And they give you this crap. That's what it is. Equal, NutraSweet. Also, you'll see, I believe the Sweet and Lows come in those pink or yellow packets. I can't remember. I haven't seen one in decades. But Sweet and Low, also known as Sugar Twin, Sweet Twin, Nectar Sweet. These are also artificial sweeteners, and the chemical name is sodium saccharin. Remember what we learned last week from this prefix or saccharin, the whole word is going to refer to some type of sugar. So also, from what we have been learning, we want to remember our pH chart, where it goes from 0 to 14, where we have 0 to 6 as being acidic, 7 being neutral in the middle, and then beyond 7 to 14 as being basic or alkaline. So keep that in mind, because I'm going to discuss a little bit of the pH briefly. So back to the sweeteners, we also have Splenda. So equal and neutral sweet pH is around a 4.5. Excuse me, the sweet and low, or the twin sugar and sweet sugar, twin, sweet, twin, nectar sweet, whatever the hell you want to call it. We have around a 4.5 pH. And then we have Splenda, which is around a 3.0 pH. All of these I'm saying are, you know what they are. They're acidic. So Splenda is also known as sucralose. This is the chemical name, sucralose. Why is it sucralose? Well, we know that sucralose sounds like what? If you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, if you've seen chemistry class last week, you know that sucralose kind of sounds like sugar, right? Kind of sounds like sucrose. So you already know, or you should be hypothesizing or coming up with some conclusion like they may be correlated. Break it on down. So sucralose is basically just chlorinated, which means that you're going to add chlorine to sugar. It's chlorinated sugar. That's what sucralose is. And it has a pH of around 3.0. Now, all of these artificial sweeteners, they say, oh, do artificial sweeteners because they have 0 calories. Well, how is it that they are sweet, that they have 0 calories? Because we know that if you eat an apple, if you eat strawberries, you're going to have some fruit sugar. That's fructose. So that's going to come from or metabolize in your body, and that's going to give you a level of calories, which is good. But when you're saying that something possesses 0 calories and it ain't water, what is it? What does that suggest? It suggests that it's possibly what? Made by man. Stick with me, guys. So, why does it have 0 calories? Well, it has 0 calories and it's touted as something to replace for sugar, these artificial sweeteners, because it has 0 calories. Why does it have 0 calories? Because when you intake these artificial sweeteners into your body, they do not have a chemical affinity to what your body is made up of. So when you eat them, you digest them, and then they are metabolized within your body. Well, that's what normally would happen if you eat something that has a chemical affinity to what your body is composed of. You metabolize it, and then it's able to be distributed to where it needs to go within your body to be used. However, artificial sweeteners are not metabolized, so they are going to be excreted basically as how they come into your body. So they are not going to be metabolized. So that's why they're 0 calories. Unlike your fruit sugar, which is fructose. When you eat the apple or you eat some strawberries and your body metabolizes it, now it's going to be able to be used within your body and have some level of bioavailability, or a lot of bioavailability, so your body can be able to use that for what it needs to use it for. In these cases, speaking of these artificial sweeteners, they don't have the same effect when they go into your body. That's why they are 0 calories. Excuse me. Let me go back and review Splenda, because I did tell you that it is sucralose, and how we get sucralose is by chlorinating sugar, or sucrose. So sucralose also is going to contain a level of dextrose and maltodextrin. What the hell is that, Brittany? Okay. So these are going to be byproducts of corn. And If you think of high fructose corn syrup, I think I should probably make a class about that. If you think about corn and eat corn, you say then you have sweet corn, and you wonder how does it become sweet, because corn does have a level of sweetness to it. That's why it's used for sweeteners such as high fructose corn syrup. So just note that corn is of an abundance and is used for high fructose corn syrup because it is highly subsidized by the government or by the USDA, which makes it readily available and cheaper for farmers to crop or even grow. So that is corn, and the byproduct of sucralose is used with these byproducts of corn. So where would I see these artificial sweeteners if I don't see them at the table in restaurants? Great question. See this diet soda can? I know you guys love my illustration. So more than likely, you know somebody who goes to Wendy's. I'll use this as an example. And they order not the Big Mac, because that's McDonald's. What the hell do they have at Wendy's? Let's use McDonald's. They go and they order the Big Mac. And they order the fries. And they hit them with let me get the diet soda on the side. That's where you see the artificial sweeteners at. So you'll see it in diet soda, you'll see it in candy, baked goods, and another one that I like to bring up is Crystal Light. So if you know somebody drinking Crystal Light because they put in their water, because they don't necessarily like the taste of water, they want to give it some boost of enhancing the flavor, you'll see people using Crystal Light. That contains artificial sweeteners. So basically, what happens when the body continues to digest artificial sweeteners or use artificial sweeteners? It can give you a false sense of what you're really eating in reality and the calories that you really are intaking, because if you're counting calories here, just in your beverage section, you have to make sure that you're counting calories in every other portion of your lifestyle as far as everything else that you're eating, foods that you're eating, if you're intaking any type of alcohol, things like that. So in that nature, you want to make sure that if you're going to count calories here, you're counting calories everywhere else, because it can give you a false sense of that maybe I'm losing weight or I have calories or weight to give. In those cases, somebody you'll see increased weight gain. You may wonder why you see that cousin or that friend that always orders the diet soda, or when you go to the fast food restaurant, if you do, and you see the large margin charge and she's getting diet soda. Well, why are you drinking diet soda? But anyways, neither here nor there. But that's why. False sense of reality and perception that when you're drinking diet sodas that you're losing weight, or that you're not counting calories, not cognizant that you're not counting calories elsewhere. Also, it can disrupt the gut bacteria. So you have healthy bacteria in your gut, and when you digest artificial sweeteners,